No, because you earn 8%, the country inflation also 8%. So your net income is going to be zero. So if you know the inflation in the country 8%, your earning, you have to expect minimum more than 8%. So if you are getting 10% of income, even if the inflation is 8%, if inflation is 8%, then your net income is going to be 2%. This is a real income. Your real income is going to be 2%. So your real income is going to be only 2%. If the inflation is zero, if the inflation, say for example 0%, okay, definitely you will get the 10% as it is. Real plus nominal is same. If the inflation is zero, it is also possible if there is no increase in the prices of the product or services, whatever you got it last year, that's sufficient for this year. So your net income going to be same, right? But if the inflation is a 5%, that's going to affect here your real income. If it is, say, for example, if the inflation is 12%, the country goes up, then you are losing, negative income is going to be, right? It is affecting your investment, right? So we have to be careful when we also should learn how in the country, what is the inflation rate. Based on that inflation, you have to adjust. Then only you can earn some profit on your project, right? So if the inflation is, so we have to get the return above the inflation rate. If the inflation rate is 8%, at least it should be above 8%, 9%, 10%, 12. Then only you will get the real income, right? Net income. So we have to consider whenever we are taking any investment decision or whenever you are supposed to invest in the projects, you have to consider inflation also as a matter for decision making. So with that expected returns should be adjusted by the inflation. So whenever the inflation is high, you also should expect high rate of returns. If the inflation is, say in Japan, inflation is nothing, right? Here there's no inflation, right? So I can realize, I can tell you that example, when I went to Japan in 2002, that from my that university quarters to university, I paid that 260 yen per day. It's just small amount, right? Even I went in 2015 and 2012 and 2013. All these periods, the ticket, same price. Can you believe? I pay the same ticket from the same quarters to accommodation to university. I stay the same place and I paid only 260 rupees, yen. So you see, during this period, there is no inflation, there is no change because their price is not changed. So those who got the income in 2002, if they are getting the same income even 2015, they won't worry about they won't look for a increase in their salary. There's no need, no, because their price is not changed, but then why they should fight for increasing the salary? Why they have to look for any additional income? No need, no, because there's no change. It is as it is, right? But in our country, you all know what is happening. So everyday prices are increasing and the people are suffering. So here in this situation, taking investment decision is very easy, right? You can take the simple decision, but in our country, we have to consider inflation also as a matter. So now we'll see how we can calculate the real approximately. It is a nominal interest minus inflation rate, right? Or you can use the 1 plus real interest rate. That means 1 plus nominal interest rate divided by 1 plus inflation minus 1. Then you'll get the real interest rate. Right? So, for example, you can see if the interest rate on a 1 year government bond is 5.9%, if the inflation rate is only 3.3, what is the real interest rate? So, real rate is going to be approximately 5.9 minus 3. So that's going to be 2.6%. That's your real income, right? Say if you are getting less than 3.3, you are going to lose, right? You are not going to get any. Or if your income, or if the interest income only 3.3, then your real income is going to be 0. So we have to adjust for inflation. That's all. So now please work out these examples, right? First one, I think we can do it. Please write now. Assume you will receive an inheritance of 100,000 rupees 6 years from now. Right? How much could you borrow from a bank today and spend now, such that the inheritance money will exactly enough to pay off the loan plus interest when it is received. Assume the bank charges an interest rate of 12%. Right? And another example, if you okay, please work out these three exam questions, not three, four. Yeah, quickly work out. You can use the Excel worksheet for easily. You can do it. And I'll give you one more question that also we have to work out now because that was the from the past year, sorry, past paper. Please work out this one also. This question from the last, that means uh, last year question exam. We'll work out this one also. Okay. Okay. Now, anybody else would have done it, question number one? Please tell me. You receive in the 24,300. So we'll see. Um, yeah, somebody sent the amount as a 24. Yeah, for first one, the question is, assume you will receive. When you are going to receive after, say, at the end of the, say, now you are today, right? And you are going to receive it the end of the sixth year, right? Sixth year, you are going to receive, suppose, right? 100,000 rupees. Now you will receive it. You are confirmed that you would receive that 100,000 rupees. So if you are confident or your parents telling you, we will give you 100,000 rupees when after 6 months, after 6 years, no doubt, right? That is a confirm no. So now the question, when after 6 years, right? That means after 6 years means you have to wait 6 years time, right? Now, since you are confident that you are going to receive 100,000 rupees, you can borrow from the bank, no, any amount, right? So today the question is, if the inflation, if the interest rate is 10 at the 12% interest rate, how much you can borrow from the bank today and spend it, right? That's the present value, right? For this 100,000 rupees, what should be the so that means you have to convert this one into present value. Then you can say by paying the interest, ultimately you are going to have 100,000 rupees. Now, say for example, if you borrow 100,000 rupees today, you need to have more than that. No, it's not a feature. So you expect after 6 years, you will receive 100,000 rupees. If so, how much you can borrow today, the rate of 12%. For that, what you have to do it, you have to find out the present value, right? Right? Present value is this, right? So you can calculate the present value of 100,000 and then you can reconfirm if you want the feature. Right? So the present value is going to be just simply calculate the present value, right? How you can calculate the present value 50,000, sorry, 100,000. One point. Yeah, you can do it. Okay. So the answer, are you okay? It should be hmm? So it means now you can borrow 50,663 rupees. Now you can spend maximum. Then till you have to add 12%, 12%, 12% for a period of 6 years. Ultimately, that's going to be 100,000 rupees. So first we have to convert this one into present value. That's all. That means how much you can borrow maximum 50,663 rupees. That's all. Any questions in this one? If you don't understand, please ask me, right? Second one. Any questions on that? First one? It's okay, no? Sorry. Second one, if you serve 50 rupees per month at 12% per annum, how much will you have at the end of 20 years? Can you tell me anybody else? Question number two, you're going to serve how much? 50 rupees per month. You have to be careful. Yes. Okay. Now we are using Excel worksheet. It's going to be like this. Uh, we tell you annually how much you are going to have if you serve 50 rupees per yeah. Rate is so since it is a monthly number of times 20 years to 12 and 50 rupees. Yeah, 49,000. Can you see this one working? So, yeah, you can see manually the feature value annuity. Here monthly, no. So we put that 50 rupees monthly, 1.01 because 12 percentage is annual interest rate. So we divide by 12 because of monthly interest payment. And how many times? Since it is a 20 years, per year is 12 months. So that's going to be 240 times interest will be. You are going to continue or you are going to continue investing 50 rupees for how many times? For 20 years, but time is 240 times monthly since it is a monthly. That's all, right? Then the amount is going to be 49,462 rupees. Is it okay? Here, I hope that first one is clear. Second one, so here they are saving that is related to some kind of investment, right? Here, it is just take easy to understand. It is 50 rupees per month, right? At the rate of 12% per annum. How much will you have at the end of 20 years, right? So even if you are saving, so minimum that's going to be, if there's no interest, how much say, if no interest, 50 rupees per month, and how many years? 20 years, right? 12,000 will be there, no? If interest, this is without interest, 50 rupees, 20 years, 12 months. Per month is 50 rupees, right? So that's going to be 12,000. If with the interest, we have to calculate future value annuity function, right? So if you are using the function, you can go to that function. Here it is the function. Is there a future value function? Here what we did it rate is 12 percentage. We divide by 12 because monthly. We have to convert into monthly because we are given annual rate. Number of times, 20 years, since it is a monthly, here also we multiply by 12. And investment amount is 50 rupees month. That's all. Then you will get the answer. That's one way. Or manually, if you are supposed to do it, you can do it here. Say, same workings, 50 rupees annuity, that means monthly, and 1 plus 1.01. I'm taking directly zero point 0.1 because 12 divided by 0.12, 0.12 divided by 12, that's going to be 0.01, right? Into power. 12 into 20 is going to be 24. 240 minus 1. That is a formula, right? So then you can divide by zero point 0.01. Okay, no? 15. Yeah, you'll get it. Hmm. Question number 3. If you borrow 100,000 rupees today, you are borrowing today at 9 percentage interest per annum and repay it in equal annual installment, annual payment over 10 years. How much their payments, right? You are borrowing, that means question number 3, how much? If you borrow 100,000 rupees, the rate of 9 percentage and repay it in equal annual payments over 10 years. That means annual installment. Present value in respect to annuity, you have to calculate. 8 is 9, 15,000. You can do it manually. 100,000. Okay. 1 minute, huh? Yeah. Did you write? Can you tell me that answer for question number 3? Anybody else? You have done it? Okay. Good. If you want to do it manually, just nothing here, just we have to use the present value in respect to annuity formula and then convert it. I write, but I am not getting the answer. Maybe there's some mistakes. Then the question number 4, It is also nothing, just here there are cash flows. In the case of W situation, it's a continuous, no? And calculate the future value of. So if you want to calculate, if you are trying this one, just we can put it that easily. Years. The case of W situation, it is going to be 100, 200, and 200, 300, 300. Then we can see the question is calculate the future value of each stream at the end of year 5 with the compounded annual interest rate. So in this case, if you are the end, end of the year. So here it's going to be 1 point. Interest rate is 1. So in the power 4. That is going to be grow. You are investing at the end. So another 4 years it will grow. Here it's going to be the second one is going to be only for 3 years. This one is going to be 2 years. This one going to be 1 year. Other one is no, since it is the end of the year. Now you can submit all. Yeah, that's going to be a future value. So here we can use that formula because the amounts are different. The X is future value. In the case of X is you are going to have the 600 rupees. So it's a one time, no? So that's how much is going to be. At the end of 50, 966. And Y, that's going to be same amount because we tell you at the end, if you are investing, X, W, X, Y. Y is, the amount is 50 amount, 1,200. So which value is going to be same. In this case, first year 200 and second year no, third year 500 and fifth year 300. So now the future value is going to be 1.1 to power. This amount is going to grow by another 4 years. This one is going to grow another how many years? Another 2 years. But here no grow because at the end. So now you can submit. Okay. Are you all getting the same answer or different answer? These are answers for the first one question. So what they have asked, calculate the future value of each stream at the end of year 5 with a compound annual interest rate of 10%. So accordingly, it has been done. Now, using the same information, they have asked, compute the present value of, right? This is a future value. Now, if you want to calculate the present value, right? How we can do it? Present value, right? Present value, yeah. Yeah, you can get the present value using the same information. Present value just convert into present value, right? Here what we do it, we convert into 1.1, convert into present value for 2, because after 2 years we are going to get it. So after 3 years we are going to get it. This amount after 4 years we are going to get it. This amount we are going to receive after 5 years. Now the present value equal to unpaid present value concept. Yeah. Okay. So we convert into present value. This is the future value. How much we are going to have after 5 years. So we converted all into present value. Future value converted. Present value means the amount to be received, say after 1 year, is today's value 90 rupees. After 2 years, we are going to receive 200. It's today's value 165 if the interest rate is 10%. Mhm. So you can realize the difference between present value concept and future value concept. If anybody else have any doubts, please ask me, right? This one and the second one, X. So that amount is 600 the first year. When you convert into present value, right, it's going to be 1.1. So 546. Other one, here, W by you are going to receive after 5 years, 1,200. The future value is going to be same, but present value and the present value concept, when you convert the present value, that's going to be the power 5. Present value is going to be 745. Okay, you can understand the difference. In this case, that if anybody else do not understand, please ask me. There's no issue at all. Here, present value, how you can convert this one. When you convert this 1.1 Yeah. It's after 2 years now. You are going to receive after 3 years. 2 years. This amount after 5 years. So when you submit the 400, so can you understand the difference now? If anybody else could not understand, if you have any doubts, please ask me. Is it okay? Ah, so sorry. Yeah, the rate is different, isn't it? Thanks, huh? So somebody highlight. Yeah, calculate the future value of each stream at the end of year 5 with the compound in annual interest rate of 10%. Of course, we use 10%, isn't it? Yeah, yeah. Compute the present value of each stream if the discount rate is 14%. Thanks, thanks. Sorry, I made a mistake. Mistake means I have used that same 10%, so you can convert just simply by using 14%. I made a mistake. Yeah. So make it 14%. Here also 14. Yeah, I discounted using 10%, just 14. Okay. Okay. So they are to convert that future value, we use 10%, for present value 14%. So that is a given. No? Yeah, that's all. Then, yeah. Can you answer the question? It is not available in your slides. Now it is given here from the past paper. Here you can you work out this one? Assume that you are given a choice between incurring an immediate outlay. That means payments. So I'll tell you this one. And having to pay 2,310 rupees a year for 5 years, plus payment due 1 year from now. The discount rate is, what would be your choice? So now that you are given a choice, right? Choice is paying now how much? 10,000, right? One option. Or installment, 5 years. Immediate outlay of immediately you can pay 10,000 or 5 years payment. 5 years annually 2,300. That means you have to pay like a 5 times. How much? One more. Yeah. Whether you are going to choose, whether you are going to pay now 10,000 or in 5 years, this is now, or at the end of first year, second year, third year, fifth year, which is profitable for you. That is a question. So you are going to, that interest rate is here, you also keep in your mind 11%. Right. Assume that you are given no choice between incurring an immediate outlay, 10,000, or having to pay 2,310 rupees a year for a period of 5 years. The discount rate is, that means interest rate is 11%. What would be your choice? Will your answer change if the 2,310 rupees is paid the beginning of the each year of 5 years? That's it. Okay, anybody else, can you tell me which is the best option? Paying now 10,000 is the best, or paying in 5 installments, 5 times, right? So if you look at the total amount, definitely it's going to be more than 10,000, right? But the time is the matter. Now just paying 2,300. So if you are looking at the 2,310 rupees to 5, 11,550 rupees you are paying. Just if you are looking at the without considering anything else, you are supposed to pay 11,500. But you can't answer like that. But here, just I am telling for comparison, right? Forget about that. But now the question is, the interest also matter no? If there's no interest, paying 10,000 now is the best rather than paying in 5 years time. If there's no interest, right? So if there's no interest, as I mentioned, that's going to be around 11,000 something. Now, if the interest rate is 11%, whether you will pay 10,000 now or in 5 years time at the amount of 2,310 rupees per year. Which is the best choice? Can you tell me now? Anybody else? This is from the past paper question. Anybody else? Will you pay it now? 10,000, or how can you take the decision? Anybody else? So what you can think about, right? Pay now, there's no issue. Time value is 10,000 as it is. So that is equal to 10,000. But here you have to convert these into present value because you are going to pay at the end of 1 year, no? So once you convert into present value, say you can convert these at the present value now, or just convert so that this amount is going to be after 2 years. Okay, you can answer both ways anyway. Okay, I'm going to pay after 1 year, that's equal to this one after 2 years. Now the total of this one, 8,000. So whether paying 10,000 now is advisable, or paying 5 installments at the amount of 2,310 rupees is advisable, because you are paying delay no. So even though you are paying 2,310 rupees after 1 year, that another amount after 2 years, another 2,300 after 3 years. So that's equal to present value. When you convert this one into present value, that's going to equal to 8,500. That is all. So paying the installment is the best option rather than paying now if the interest rate is 10%. Okay. So this is the decision you have to take. And same, you can see if paid at the beginning of the year, so that the amounts are going to be. So if it's at the beginning, that you have to discount, you don't need to discount this one. You have to discount one time here, here 2 times, here 3 times, here 4 times. Then you can submit. That also going to be same decision. Simple. Okay, that's all for today's session. And